fair. Hey, I have libertarian views too, but goddamn, nigga, we ain't never winning. All right, what about you?
Okay, I said I was gonna vote, but then you reminded me 20,000 are watching, so I'm not gonna vote. I take it back. Not telling you
She
who.
going Biden. All right, what about you? Oh yeah, you British. It don't matter what you say. What about you?
I am voting, but I'm not gonna say who I'm voting
Biden.
for.
Okay, what about you?
Definitely not Biden.
Honestly, not gonna lie, Trump all the way, just because of the economy and the same situation she said.
Get him, Tiger.
Trump all the way.
From Boca.
Trump 2024.
Makes sense.
Also,
Okay.
because they try to make money.
Yeah, of course, of course.
All right, what about you?
Yeah, that's the only reason, honestly.
I will not be.
Come on, Trump.
Only because I'm staying out of politics.
All right, that's fine.
You're running away again.
Yeah, better not vote
That's fine.
from like fucking
It is what it is.
What about you, Puerto Rico?
regardless,
I don't believe my vote actually counts, so
Right.
I'm not
It
voting.
definitely does,
Okay.
girl.
Wow, damn.
All right.
It definitely does.
Damn.
Especially this one.
Let me show you in line though.
All right, interesting. What I was gonna say was, women tend to vote Democrat, and they tend to vote more for like egalitarian. Let's all be equal, and I think that's a big reason why so many of the girls say 50-50,
Yeah.
etc. Because, and ladies, please feel free. Tell me if I'm correct here or not. But I think women have fought so hard for equality that anything that jeopardizes that or questions that makes them feel extremely uncomfortable. And women have a safety in numbers, and feeling 50-50 or having an equal say is very important to them since they haven't been able to say an equal say. And then also, you know, when women become bosses or when they, you know, own companies a lot of times or when they're in leadership positions, what do? Oh, you get $1, you get $1, you get $1, and they try to distribute the money equally, right? More socialism. But men, it's like, you did the best job, you get $10. You did the second best job, you get $7. You did the third best job, you get $5. Like, men understand that there's a hierarchy. Women don't really like hierarchies. That's why Saint the Sinner mentioned this on a pod. I thought it was fantastic. When little girls play, right? Y'all play jump rope and hopscotch and a bunch of games where there's no fucking winner, by the way, right? But man, what do? We play sports, football, basketball, etc. There's a determined winner, and then you pick teams. We're okay with that. Oh, I get first pick, etc. You pick the best guys because men are naturally competitive. Women aren't like that. And I've realized that, like, whenever I ask girls questions like this, it's very difficult for them to give a concise answer, and it's always 50-50, or they don't want to put the blame, or they're not able to articulate why. Do you guys ever experience that it's difficult for you to give up that 50-50 mindset?
In certain aspects, yeah. Definitely.
Well, for you, it was really hard.
No, it's not.
You just literally witnessed it.
Nuh-uh.
Anybody else?
Okay, only like a little bit.
Okay. Anybody else?
I feel like it is a little hard just because, like, I don't know, as a woman, I feel like you want to take care of the people you love if they needed it. But, like, also I don't feel like I should be, like, doing everything. I don't know. Like, I wouldn't want that, but I do realize it's hard, you know, to, like, let go wanting to help.
The only time I've noticed when girls, like, are okay with, like, competitiveness and a meritocracy, etc., is, like, they have a strong brother or a strong dad. Then their dad kind of instills that in them, like, you're going to play a fucking sport and you're going to compete and you're going to win. Or you're going to try to win. But if they don't have that, it's like, you know, I don't really want to compete or I don't want to criticize. You're trying to say something?
I mean, I forget what I was originally going to say, but I can add on to what you're saying right now. I feel like though I do my little OnlyFans ordeal, whatever, I mean, my dad has always been on my ass about being competitive, in which I didn't answer the question earlier.
Is your dad a Trump supporter?
Yeah, and I got a full ride to Plattsburgh for volleyball. I
Okay.
played sports my whole life, so
Okay.
yeah. I mean, he's definitely not like protective over me in the sense that I'm doing what I'm doing, obviously, or I just don't care, whatever it might be. But definitely always has had kind of like a winner loser concept. You know what I mean? Very strong on what he believes.
Okay. Yeah, I've noticed that when I see a girl vote Republican or has this mindset of like meritocracy and winners and losers and shit like that, typically there's some strong masculine figure in their life. A lot of times their dad or their brother that instills that in them. Because it's not natural for women to be competitive at all. It's like a masculine thing.
Unless they're competing against transformers. Oh yeah, we'll move forward. Okay.
Oh shit. Okay. Chats?
Yeah, we got Jam and Jim.
My sister and her husband were married for 7 years but got divorced last August. Goddamn, bro. But they're still sleeping with each other. What the fuck? Ladies, did you or a friend of yours continue to sleep with an ex after a breakup, and why?
Duh.
I think every single girl here does that.
Dude, guys, understand.
That's an easy question.
If she has an ex in her life, he's gonna always be there, bro.
How about I just answer the question? You ladies tell me if you agree, because they're not gonna want to admit
On
this.
some level.
Would it be fair to say that you always go back to and sleep with your ex at some point because you don't want to get your bodies up, you don't want to go out there and waste time with another guy? He already kind of understands you. It's guilt-free sex to a degree, maybe, I guess, because you don't feel like a slut.
And trust me,
And it's just easy.
and trust me, they're gonna raw dog.
Yeah.
Sure.
Would it be
saying.
fair to say that's why girls go back to their exes?
I don't
No,
agree.
I disagree.
I mean,
You
like,
disagree? Okay. Tell me why.
8
Okay.
years too fucking long. There, I was
So you're-
not going back.
Well, your ex is different because that's 8 years of like trash.
Yeah.
So that may be a little bit harder.
And,
to go
and
back
after
to.
you broke up, it was probably you never hooked up again, right?
No, purely for a reason like, why would you go back after making a decision to leave? Like, you made the decision in that mindset to leave.
Well, you
in
might
the
be
first
different,
place.
but a lot of girls, for example, the comfort and not adding a body helps a lot.
How many girls have went back to an ex to hook up? Come on, let's be honest.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have.
No?
for sure.
I'm a hater. I don't like them. I already established it.
Damn,
Come on,
is this the same guy?
I stand on business.
Is this the same guy from before?
Stand up.
No,
Stand on
yeah, not him either. Any ex. block.
Okay. What about you?
Like,
I've been back to an ex.
Yeah. What about you?
I had one really long ex, and I will never go back.
Okay. What about you?
I stand on business, but
We know.
No, she runs away, bro.
listen.
She runs away, bro.
Yeah, I don't stay. So I don't stay nowhere I don't want to.
There you go.
Period.
Come on, Charlie. Yeah,
Period. I stood on that, and I stand on that.
From a kid.
But there was an ex that I did go back to, and it wasn't because of the bodies, because that don't matter, because I could go without it. It was this fact of comfortability and like
Yeah, how you made
we
you feel.
already know each other, like,
Yeah.
and we didn't have no conflict really, so that what made it easier for the time being. Like, okay, we're not together, but we're cool.
Might
you
I
know?
add, if the guy breaks it off, it's way easier.
Oh yeah, that too.
Way easier to go back.
Yeah, the girl will go back. Yeah,
Yeah.
she'll almost want to go back.
Yeah.
So that's another thing too.
I'm not saying I want to be back, but at the time that it was going on, that's what I was going back to, because it was a comfortability thing.
Got
All
it.
right. What about you?
Yeah, I have.
You've gone back. Okay. All right. Yeah, bro. That's common. Like girls just do that a lot of times. Some don't. Like when you broke up with your guy, like did you have to like did you tell him, all right, we're fucking done, and like block him on everything?
Or did you go back at least once?
No. Like, he picked his shit up and
Like-
left, and I was like,
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Like-
so it's him.
it was the best feeling of freedom ever. Like,
How'd you
I
go
was-
about breaking up with him? Obviously, breaking off an 8-year relationship is gonna take some strategy. How'd you go about it?
We're going through a really personal situation, and it really brought to light, actually, like, this is not the guy I align with. Like, this guy does not have the same values as me. Like,
Mhm.
I do not want to marry this guy.
Yeah.
I do not want to bring children into the world with this guy. Like, because I'm not even a mum right now, but I'm going to end up being a mum to a baby and a grown-ass man.
Baby.
Like, a baby.
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 A baby.
Awesome powers. Baby.
Yeah, and I just sat down with him and spoke my truth and just said, you know, look, we're two totally different people. Like, when we met each other, we were in the teens. We're now in his 20s. Like, you know, we're edging towards 30. Like, I have goals that I want to succeed, and, you know, I'm pulling you behind me. Like,
How did he respond to that?
I bet that he was like, he
No.
was gutted, but the fact I think he was gutted was the fact that he was probably going to have to go live at his mum's house and not have his washing and the cooking and the cleaning done for him. Like, I think that was the more gutting thing, and the fact that his life was so easy with me was why he was staying. And
So you were enabling his bad behavior for 8 years, basically.
well, I wanted to help him. I wanted to see him
So,
grow.
yes,
I
you
wanted
were.
to support him, but
There
it
you
just yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I was supporting that bad behavior.
How long did you know that the relationship would, like 6 months before you broke up with him? Like when did you know it's a fucking done with this guy? Because I always say girls always break up with a guy in their head.
Emotionally, yeah.
Yeah, like a few months
Completely.
beforehand.
Yeah.
So what, like 3-6 months before?
Yeah, like 6 months before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, what do we got next here?
JBX.
JBX says, ladies, what's the quickest you've been turned off on a first date? What did the guy do to cause this? Oh, shit. That's actually not a bad question. We can start right here, Miss Puerto Rico. Quickest you've been turned off on a first date. What did the guy do to cause this?
Breathe.
What? So he started talking about his past relationships, and they were with women who had addiction problems. And so I was like, yeah, no.
Crackheads really turned me on.
Yeah.
Is that what he-
I just don't get it. Why go on a date and talk about your ex? Like,
yeah.
that makes no sense to me.
So okay, but the thing that killed you was that the women were all addicts.
Yeah.
You fuck with druggies. Okay. All right.
No.
What were they addicted to? In what were they addicted to? Out
Alcohol,
of curiosity.
weed.
I didn't ask.
Oh, she didn't even get that.
Oh,
far.
shit.
Nah, I didn't ask. No way.
All right. All right.
That was enough.
All right. What about you, Miss Haiti?
Okay, so this is it being like instantly, like
You
first
ran from home
sight.
too.
First sight. I feel like no. What was turned? You said turned on.
Yeah,
you
turn
went on
off.
first date.
I
Where
was
you-
hype fished.
Huh? What?
Fish.
Oh,
That's a new
Fish.
one. That's a new one.
Oh, that's a new
Like-
one. Wow, that's a new one.
That's a new
I
one.
don't. Not saying I strive for a 6 foot tall, dark skin, da 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 da,
Oh, he
blah
was
blah blah.
short.
I'm short myself. I'm naturally short, so I know if you're anywhere near my height, you're short. And
How tall are you?
I'm 5'2".
Oh shit.
Exactly.
All right. How tall was he?
He was probably like 5'3", 5'4".
How tall did you think he was?
6
At
feet.
least like 5'7". Like I was given the benefit of the doubt. Like
Did he
I
tell you
wasn't
he was
being-
5'7"?
No, he didn't tell me anything
So you assume?
until he pulled up.
You assumed his height?
How do you just? I assumed. I just assumed
That's crazy.
because I just was given. I was just given the benefit of the doubt. It was the first
Okay,
date,
all right. So just
first
So height.
appearance.
so height.
height.
Got it.
besides
Interesting.
pictures and stuff like that. So it was
Okay.
really hype.
His height.
Okay.
All right. What about you?
I personally don't like when a guy doesn't. I personally don't like when a guy doesn't have like goals and something set out
Give
for
us
him.
an example of when you actually got turned off on a first date. Your
That's-
personal experience.
I mean, if
Like
you,
her, where he got out the car and he
you
was.
don't have a
Yeah,
job,
that's different.
you have nothing planned. Like you're living like, come on, like let's
can't give us
figure
an
it
You
out.
don't get to
Let's-
that just
You
yet.
can't give us an
An
example.
example of yourself.
I mean, okay.
Your last
An
bad date.
example.
Yeah, or last time you hung out with a guy and you were like, oh, this is done.
You have no job. You're living in an apartment with a roommate that's couch surfing. You're just not. You're not vibing. You know. I want you to have a little bit of a job, a little bit of future, a little
Okay,
bit.
how do you go about
goals for
telling you this?
yourself.
I want to hear the exact verbiage you used when he told you didn't have a job. How do you go about it?
I don't think it was necessarily about telling me. It's more about me. I was analyzing the vibe
Okay,
and
what'd you
sensing
ask?
everything that was going on.
What'd you ask? How'd you come to that conclusion?
Oh, what are you doing? How are you living?
Okay,
Entrepreneur.
and what did he say?
How are you living?
Entrepreneur.
That's a good one. Yeah, nigga, how are you living?
How are you living?
Just so I know what I'm getting myself into.
Yeah.
A
What
lot
did
of
he
the-
say?
I just think a lot of these guys say they're doing all these things and it's not necessarily happening.
And it's cap.
Yes.
All right, bro. What did
So
he
I
say
want you to-
specifically
No,
that made you say, okay, this nigga don't got a job?
I don't even know. Just.
Bruh.
No.
Sarah, figure it out.
Come on, Sarah.
Holy shit.
Make
man.
something up at least. Like, please.
Saying that you. Okay, to be completely honest, saying you're a rapper is really what
That's
got.
perfect.
No, like
There you
that's really what sends me into the grave.
Okay.
Please do not tell me you're a rapper.
SoundCloud rapper.
Please,
Okay.
To be exact.
please,
So he told you he told you he was a rapper, and you
Please
said, all right.
send help.
Is this a personal situation where you met the guy and he said, I'm a rapper, and you're like, okay, so how's it living?
Yeah, I think you need a.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool, that's so hard?
No, I just don't think. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we
Yeah.
can move on. Yeah. Oh, so, Chris, go ahead.
No, it's a
Just
question.
done.
Have you fucked one before? A rapper? Yep. Or two?
Y'all
No, I have not.
Yeah.
I'm a virgin, duh.
Oh, okay.
That was too long of a pause.
Okay, all right. What
All
about
right,
you?
What about you?
He was sagging. I don't like that
Pants?
at all.
Yeah, pants. Yeah.
His pants.
Okay.
First time meeting me,
Oh, okay.
a huge turn off.
Maybe he just got out of jail.
No,
Maybe.
doesn't matter.
No matter.
Ew.
So, did you walk
No.
away or it's
I
still on
definitely
deck?
walked away and I
Oh, you
never
walked
spoke
away?
to him again.
Oh, shit. All right. What about you?
A guy who talks too much about himself.
Okay, give me an example.
Well, just doesn't ask
That
any
made
questions.
you say, okay, I'm gonna go with this guy. Give us like ladies, we want an actual personal story where you can tell us.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I once went on a date and this guy spoke about himself the whole time. Like
What
not,
did he do?
not one time did he ask a question about what I did. Like just spoke
Maybe he
about
don't care.
himself
He was
the
probably a
whole
millionaire,
time.
man.
What did he do? What did this guy do?
Money.
It was some like biochemical scientist thing that worked in
Oh,
a
shit.
lab.
Okay.
I mean, he was pretty lit, man.
Like I said, I'm a genius. Who are you?
I'm a genius.
Bitch, who are you? I can teach you how to walk your dog.
Care about business.
Chemistry shit, man.
Was that the same? Was that this millionaire guy?
No.
Okay.
Oh, so you
Alright.
dated more than one guy.
Yo, I lived a good life. Like when
Yeah, I know.
No,
I was trapped
You
for
smashed
8
the first
years.
date, man. I know, man. You smashed $1 million at the first date, man.
No, no, no.
You went out with
Chris,
them, bro.
she traveled
I
the
was
world by
trapped
herself,
for
bro.
8 years. Like,
That's
come
fine,
on,
it's
I
fine.
needed
You
some
have
time.
multiple experiences.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Living life.
All right.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
So he didn't ask you no questions about yourself, but he was you said biomedical scientist.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, it was interesting at first, but then like,
How long were y'all like out before like you realized like, damn, this nigga ain't asking me nothing about me? How long were y'all out?
I don't know, like 2 hours.
Damn.
2 hours?
You talked about himself for 2 hours?
Huh?
He didn't ask you no questions for 2 hours.
No, like I was just sat there like falling asleep.
Where'd y'all
like,
go?
To an English pub.
And y'all were there the whole 2 hours?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. So
That nigga boring.
So afterwards you left him or?
Oh yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna leave.
Bro, she lied.
Bye.
She lied, bro.
No second date.
No second date. No.
All right. What about you?
I think this was like a year ago, but I didn't even see him to get turned off. He got to my house to pick me up. He honked the horn, like I'm a dog or something. I don't know. He honked the horn, no, like, hey, I'm here, or like, coming to my door. None of that, even a text. It was just like, lay on the horn, kind of. No text even came.
Come on, man.
And instantly, I was like, there's no fucking shot.
Yeah, but
It's just like, it's weird.
chivalrous though. Like chivalrous.
Chris on some fucking time
Honking the
today,
horn
bro.
is so
This nigga on some time
chivalrous
today. I'm not even in these sound effects.
What? You
That
see
was
the
Mo.
vision,
Shout out,
right?
man.
That's weird.
I'm sorry, man. These fucking niggas in the back are fucking this shit up. I'm sorry. Okay, so he shows up and he honks the horn, and you just said what like? All right.
I looked outside confused because I was like, who the fuck is laying their horn at me?
All right.
Yeah, just.
So I just gotta ask this because I like to get in the weeds of this shit. Were you fully dressed and ready to go at that
I
point?
was ready to go.
Oh damn!
We did
How long
not
did it
go
take you to get
far.
ready?
I mean, probably like 30 minutes, 40. I wasn't feeling him already, and then the
Okay.
horn honk was like last straw. I was like, okay.
Okay. And then what'd you okay when you honked? So what'd you do when you honked then?
I texted him. I knew it was him because I looked outside, but I was like, is that you laying on your horn? Anyway, we went out, but I kind of got that like
Oh, you
emergency
still went out?
phone call.
Oh, you got the okay.
Yeah,
Translation: you had someone just call you.
yeah, I wanted to fucking leave.
How? So you gave it a chance. So what was the? So he pissed you off with the horn honk. Okay, what deaded it then? Because obviously you got in the car and went with him. So what deaded it?
I think it's a lot of the same problem. Like, I would try and talk about myself, but it was just like, I have this going for me. Or, like, even fucking SoundCloud rapping. Like, it was just a bunch of these weird personal interests where I was like, you're a fucking weirdo.
What did he do?
Yeah.
Hold on.
You're a
What did he do though?
Like actively? Like, what was he doing?
No. Like, what did this guy do for a profession where he just felt the need to talk about
I
himself?
think it was random shit. Like, oh, I produce music or something. No, you don't.
Oh.
You go on your phone and you touch buttons. You don't do anything.
He was a musician too.
Not a musician. He did. I mean, he was laying on the horn. I wouldn't call that music, but he didn't really. I don't know.
What did he
He
do?
made music, but he didn't make music.
Okay.
I don't know. It was like, I think he was just throwing stuff out there because it was like, I do this and this and this.
Okay.
No.
All right.
It was
that
just
a
like
first
the
date?
vibes I was picking up.
Was
Yeah.
that a first date?
And last
Okay.
date.
You felt it was incongruent. It wasn't authentic.
No. I felt like he was trying to show off, like act indifferent, but he had shown a lot of interest. So at that point, I was just kind of, okay, I'm going to take a step back.
Okay. All right. What about you?
The only story that comes to mind right now is when I was into online dating,
Okay.
but he didn't appear as his profile picture.
How does it feel to be a guy, bro?
Yeah.
Like-
Hold on. Stop right there. How does it feel to be a guy?
Oh, I mean,
That's what it's like for
it
us
was a
all the
little
time.
odd. But I still gave it the benefit of the doubt because he wasn't unattractive. He just wasn't what I expected.
Okay,
So-
what was it that you didn't? Was he wasn't tall enough? Was his teeth not as white as the picture? Was his skin not as clear? I want to know specifics.
Yeah, what was it?
What was it?
Yo, I bet
He
Nicholas. He was white, but he
We're
had
collecting
black
a lot
eyes.
of data on this one. Man. A lot of data being collected on this
Yo,
one.
imagine you're going to date with a guy, right?
Yeah.
Pause. Not me. It's her. And his picture's black, but it comes out white. That's fucking crazy, bro. It's actually white.
That's
Sorry, go ahead.
extreme. I mean, first of all, the thumbnail was just like a generic black and white thing.
Okay.
But in person, he was really stereotypically theater kid.
Theater.
And I don't want to be rude to say that, but
What does that
he's
mean?
like really
Oh.
tall.
She tried to say that nigga was a faggot, bro.
Blue, I did not say that.
Yeah.
I did not say that.
He had a
I did not
Justin
say that.
Bieber bang.
Wait,
But it was like blue,
I don't
big
understand that.
glasses, like awkward mannerisms, just like.
Faggot.
Oh, okay.
And then what?
We on
I'm
Rumble.
still like really polite that I would go through and just at least try to see who this person is.
All right, would it be fair to say that his pictures conveyed him in a certain way, but when you met him in person, like, it just didn't jive? It didn't seem congruent. He seemed a bit more effeminate than you expected.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But then he also was
He came
kinda
off with like that
pushy.
hipster vibe.
Hipster's not the right word.
You said
I
theater,
said
so
theater.
so
like,
artsy.
yeah, but in the awkward way.
Zesty?
Like the ones who sit in the corner with like
Oh.
a hoodie and
Oh.
drawing kind of way.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
School shooters.
There you go.
oh my god.
Okay.
But anyway,
All right.
what really sealed the deal for me anyway, after sitting there, he was kind of pushy. Like, make your decision now. It's now or never.
Oh, good thing you
And
were
I'm not.
That's scary.
Okay. I'm sure he didn't actually say it like now or never, but what did he say specifically? Because girls have a terrible habit of like summarize. Well, tell me what he said specifically that made you come to that conclusion.
He told me to decide if I want to go on a second date with him, like right now, because I'm looking for. He was saying that he was looking for like serious things, and he needs to know right now. And I'm like, dude, I literally just met you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how long have y'all been hanging out at that point when he's asked you
That
that
was my
question?
first meeting.
No, but like how long? When he dropped that question, how long had y'all been out together?
2
Hour and a
hours.
half
30.
tops.
Hour and a half tops.
Yeah, it was like a little kind of.
Was that the end of the date?
games.
Okay, so you guys went and played some games, and then he told you, okay, so I need to know right now,
Yeah.
etc.
Right
Okay.
now.
Now, so I guess he came off as awkward, versus you thought he was gonna be like cool and down to earth and chill.
Yeah, like I like creative people, but that wasn't like the cool kind of creative.
Uncomfortable.
But anyway, so
You know what's interesting?
What?
Like, I don't think girls get it that like the most brilliant guys a lot of times are like socially awkward as fuck,
Very.
and they're very weird and stuff like that. And it's like girls like expect the guy to be brilliant and like be really talented, but at the same time be like super socially charismatic and charming. And very few men can actually do that.
Yeah.
Very few.
Very few.
Like all the smartest guys I know, the engineers, the doctors, etc., they're all awkward as fuck. Actually, they are. It's just like I don't know what it is, man. It's like for every IQ point that you have, like some kind of social point goes down. It is what it is. So like brilliance always typically comes at a cost. But I get what you mean though. Like girls want their Prince Charming. I get
no,
it.
my problem was that trying to be forced into a decision at that moment when I literally
Yeah,
just
you could
met
tolerate the weirdness for a little
That
bit,
was my
but that was what
problem.
made you say, okay. All right. What about you?
I need to know now.
Yeah, give me now.
I guess I would say like putting on a front and like being unprepared.
Okay,
Like,
give us an
that's-
example.
Okay.
A specific example, because clearly you have a story in mind. that
Okay, I
you-
guess
yeah.
it was like the only like first date I've ever really been on. It was this dude. I feel like he was trying to present himself as like a sugar daddy, and like I didn't realize
Oh,
like
yeah.
that's what he wanted. Like he was just trying to act like cool. I don't know. He wanted me to like. He wanted to look a certain way, like going out with me, I guess. And he asked me to go to a Heat game, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool. Like, I'll come with you, whatever." He wanted me to dress a certain way. I was like, "Okay." We get there, like. I don't know. He had to buy the tickets at the window. That kind of threw me off. Like it was very, very last minute.
What the?
And then he had me sitting in like basically the nosebleeds, and he also complained about how much it cost when he bought the tickets. And I was just like,
Oh shit.
"What the hell is going on? I don't know."
That nigga wildin',
It was
bro.
just like, "What are you doing?"
Wait, a question.
That's not sugar daddy. That's
How
dirt
old
daddy.
was he?
Huh?
How old was he?
I think he said first he lied about his age. He said he was a little younger, but then I found out he was like 42. I was 22 at the
You
time.
what?
What? 22?
Yeah.
Well, you been with your nigga for 5 years though.
Wait, how?
We broke up that year. 1 year I was single within that 5-year
Wait, how'd you meet
relationship.
this
I
guy?
told you, man, you cheated.
The sugar daddy.
Yeah.
I was in Tampa, and
Yeah.
we just left the club, and I guess he like saw me in the streets like at the club,
Hey.
and then me and my friend went to like Waffle House or something
He saw you in the
afterwards.
streets at the club.
Yeah, okay. Like in E4. After the club, we
No, we
left.
understand what you mean,
Okay, come on.
but goddamn, you suck at talking. All right.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
He saw you out and about after the club. He had seen you
But
at the club
I
first.
didn't realize like he
Yeah.
had saw me, I guess, and then we went to Waffle House, and then
Waffle House.
we were leaving, or we were trying to go to Waffle House.
He must have been black. He was black, wasn't he?
He was black.
Of course. All the niggas eat at Waffle House, bro. God damn, Waffle House.
But something was wrong
God
with it.
bless
We couldn't
Waffle
get our
House.
food, so we go to the stoplight. We're at a stoplight, and he pulls up next to us, and he rolls the window down, and then he takes me and my friend to Denny's and buys us food. That was the first time meeting. Okay. So no, the second time with the heat game and stuff, that was
Was this
the
in
time I
Miami
was talking
though?
about.
Yeah.
Or was it
Well, we met
Orlando?
in Tampa, and then we went to Miami.
Oh, you went all the way down to Miami with him.
Yeah, he drove.
Okay.
Damn.
Isn't it crazy?
What do you complain? Okay, how do you complain about the ticket?